At Tennis Zone, we're giving away a tennis racket worth up to $120 of your choice to thank you for the support you've been giving us on our videos. To participate, you just need to subscribe and comment on the video. The winner will be announced on October 25th. Good luck to everyone, and don't forget to leave a like if you enjoy the video. The guilty party in the Sinner case threatens to reveal the truth. Since Jannik Sinner's positive test for clostebol at the Indian Wells Masters 1000, there have been far more questions than answers about the case, especially now that his physiotherapist has claimed that the full truth isn't known. One of the darkest moments in world tennis in recent years occurred in 2024, more specifically in March, when at the Indian Wells Masters 1000, world number 1 Jannik Sinner tested positive for clostebol, an anabolic steroid. From the very beginning, he escaped sanctions by claiming that the whole incident was due to his masseur, who gave him a massage with bare hands after applying a cream on a hand wound that contained the substance. This excuse worked, as not only was he not sanctioned, but the news didn't even break until many months later in August, during the Cincinnati Masters 1000. But although it seemed like everything had already been said, between the Court of Arbitration for Sport, CAS, and recent developments, much remains to be uncovered. Firstly, because the CAS has reopened the case at the request of WADA, World Anti-Doping Agency, and everything is still hanging by a thread. And to make matters worse, the scapegoat, Sinner's physiotherapist, Giacomo Naldi, has hinted that there might be more to the story than was originally told. I hope, sooner or later, to be able to tell what happened to give a fuller picture. Because the way the public interpreted this story, it seems like it was entirely my fault. But it's not, as anyone who has read the report knows. I realize not everyone has made that effort. Despite everything, Naldi bears no ill will towards Sinner, with whom he has worked for years. In fact, they maintain a good relationship, and the player has shown great gestures of kindness even after firing him. However, Naldi admits that he would like to share his side of the story. I feel sorry like everyone else, but I can't say anything more because, unfortunately, the case is still ongoing. Depending on the decision by the CAS, Sinner's immediate future could be in jeopardy, though he continues to compete and win as if nothing has happened. Following the positive test and various temporary measures, Sinner continued to play. In fact, he tested positive again in a counter-analysis while competing in the Miami Masters 1000, which he won. Over the course of the year, he has practically won everything he's competed in, especially the US Open, his second Grand Slam, as well as Cincinnati and Shanghai, where he's set to face Djokovic for the crown in a few hours. Sinner, I'm in an uncomfortable position. It's difficult to play under these circumstances. The Italian acknowledges struggling to stay focused and joyful due to the looming threat of a doping sanction. Even geniuses suffer, and not everything is as shiny as it seems. That's the takeaway from Jannik Sinner's words during a press conference after winning the 2024 ATP Masters 1000 Shanghai title. The Italian spoke candidly about the stress he's feeling over the unresolved doping case and expressed pride in himself for continuing to win. It's chilling to think that Jannik Sinner is having the best season of his career with the threat of a doping sanction hanging over him and the mental toll that comes with it. Although the Italian may seem like a man of ice, he's not, and he admitted this during the press conference, minutes after defeating Novak Djokovic with remarkable consistency in the final of the 2024 ATP Masters 1000 Shanghai. His words are worth noting. The importance of his triumph in Shanghai: it was a very special day being surrounded by legends. The atmosphere was unique, having Federer, Ferrero, and Alcaraz in the stands. It's never easy to face Novak in a final, and I think I handled all the circumstances perfectly. I'm very happy to come out as champion, but there are still goals to accomplish for the rest of the season. I want to keep improving as a player, and hopefully, more great successes will follow for me, the Italian concluded. Aspect of his game that has improved the most this year. I feel that physically, I'm now able to maintain a very high intensity for much longer than before. I've also made a lot of progress mentally, accepting difficult situations and staying calm to come out stronger. I try to incorporate new things into my game and maintain confidence in the process, even if there are losses along the way. I've matured a lot, and I think all of this will continue to help me next year, declared the world number 1. Mental management of the stress caused by the unresolved doping case. This year has been incredibly tough for me due to the complicated circumstances I've had to deal with. I've lost my smile at many points during the season because of everything that's happening, and it's not easy to compete like this. I try to stay calm and bring the best energy possible. The key is to control what can be controlled and to remain composed with things outside my control, he commented. Maybe people think that because I'm winning tournaments, these problems aren't affecting me, but I'm not in a comfortable position. I wish I could play with more freedom and enjoy myself much more on the court. I have no choice but to accept it, and I try to stay focused and not think about it when I'm on the court. What I do know is that success won't change me as a person. I know who I can trust, and I'm proud to have them by my side," affirmed Jannik Sinner, newly crowned champion of the 2024 ATP Masters 1000 Shanghai. What Sinner learned from Nadal: he never changed with success. The Italian reflected on the Spanish legend. Rafael Nadal has been a role model, an idol, and at times, a rival for Jannik Sinner. That's why the Italian spoke insightfully about Nadal after the Spaniard announced his retirement from professional tennis. "We all saw how great he was as a player and the lessons he gave us younger players about how to behave on the court and how to handle difficult situations on the court," Sinner said after his quarterfinal victory at the Rolex Shanghai Masters. "He gave us all a lot of emotions when we watched him play. And he also stayed humble. He never changed with success and chose the right people around him, having a great family. There are so many great things he gave to all of us." Nadal, who spent 209 weeks as world number 1 in the PIF ATP rankings, played Sinner 3 times and defeated him on all 3 occasions, at Roland Garros 2020 and 2021, and in Rome 2021. Although Sinner never managed to win a set against him, the Italian feels privileged to have faced him. "I was very lucky to meet him. He's an incredible person," said Sinner. His retirement is hard news, but in a way, everything has a beginning and an end. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe and leave a like, because at Tennis Zone, we are dedicated to bringing you the best information for the best audience, sharing in-depth analysis, exclusive interviews, and comprehensive coverage of everything related to the world of tennis. Join our community and be part of the excitement of tournaments with us. Moreover, at Tennis Zone, we strive to offer you updated and high-quality content about the players, tournaments, strategies, and the most relevant events in world tennis.